Hi, it's Ali here. Just starting my tour of fabric shopping in Yorkshire, and our first stop is Dewsbury. Anybody who knows me would guess that that's going to be the first place. It's on my doorstep, about 15 minutes away. There's 4 shops. There's the market. There's a cheap cafe. There's free parking at the moment, which when it's to pay, it's still dead cheap. So there's a lot going on down at Dewsbury for anybody who wants to buy fabric or stroke fabric. And yeah, I will see you soon. Bye. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get used to feeling a bit daft walking down the street, talking to myself. At least I've not got a selfie stick, so it's not too obvious. It'll maybe just look like I'm on phone on FaceTime. So I'm in car park. It's quite big. I've got about a 2-minute walk down to where Lucky Fashions, Creative Craft Centre, and where the Poundy Yard shop is. And then it's probably only about another 3 or 4 minutes walk down to Fabworks, and really close to the market too. So yeah, I'll see you soon. So if you can see down there by that viaduct, there's a big bush. You can't see it now because there's cars, but that's where, just behind there, is Fabworks, and we're just heading down this street, and that's where Lucky Fashions is, and the Creative Craft Centre, and Poundy Yard shop. So we're outside Lucky Fashions. Manjit, who owns this shop, is really nervous. She's not into being on video, but I've said she's got to be, because you'll want to feel like you've met her. And she's a lovely lady and really helpful, knows all the fabrics, and she'll really help you if you're looking for something. So we'll pop in and see Manjit. Hi Manjit.
Hi, how are we doing,
I'm good, thank you. So I've just come for a little look round, if you don't mind just showing us round a little bit.
Right, well, we can start off with this side if you like.
Okay.
As you can see, this is a lot of dress lace that we have, all different types. We've got some with like the diamantes on. All these colours. This is all my dress lace section that I've got here, a few down there.
Oh, you're a natural, Manjit.
Can you see all this? I'm
trying.
Sparkly.
Sparkly.
I'm as nervous as anything.
Sparkly.
Look at these. These are you ladies that like your sparkle and your glitz.
Little prom dresses.
Look at all this, you know, and we've got quite a lot of colours and variety.
Oh, these are your new
yeah, they are. These are quite nice.
stretchy.
I like these stretchy. They've got a bit of a stretched one, but
yeah, I like that denim blue one. That's
yeah,
nice.
It's got like a silver.
Yeah.
It's got like a two-tone effect to it.
Okay.
On this side, how much is that? These are all viscose prints, and we've got all the prints on the top, and then look at my variety at the bottom. These are all the plains that we've got. Sorry, which one is it? That one, £8 a yard. And we've got all these here that are all my viscose prints. If you come round here, these are all my plains. You've got all like the polyesters and everything. So sometimes if you need a matching or anything, these are just ideal. This is just a small selection that I've got here. Got some various rolls here. We've got some chiffons down here. If you have a look, these seem to be quite popular at the moment. They're in quite a lot of the shops. Like this, a little bit untidy, sorry to say, but it's my georgette and chiffon selection. This is what we've got here, and all around here, if you have a look, just a small selection.
Small.
And these are my crepes, which are down here. Now these are nice. They're really nice flowy materials that you've got. Just feel that, Ali. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. That's really floaty.
You know, so these are nice.
How much are these, Manjit?
These are only £4 a metre.
Oh, wow.
60 by £8. Sorry, I'm talking to a customer at the same time. I do apologise. And if you look on these here, again, we've got polyesters and a few crepes. These here, you don't need linings. You see, some of them you do need linings to wear underneath because it can be a bit see-through. And then if you look along here, these are all my plain georgettes and chiffons. Just have a feel of that, Ali. What do you think?
That's nice.
You see,
floaty again.
now again, the floaty material. These are all my georgettes and chiffons that I have, and yep, mixture of all sorts there. Plenty of colours for you to choose. This is a lovely material. This is like a crinkle georgette polyester. It's lovely. I've got roughly about 8 colours in this. This is really nice. Again, another floaty material. You you know, which is really nice. I'm going to leave you to it. So,
these all your linings and shiny things.
right,
and
these are all the satins, yeah. And then you've got the linings and stuff, you know, that here. A bit of shimmer there. You know, sometimes you do get it, which is quite nice.
Yeah. It's very shiny. And this one here, I recognise this.
Yes, that is.
For my Sapporo coat lining.
That is more or less sold out. Thank you. And then we've got a bit of crepe satins that are here. And over there.
Are your coatings?
Yes. Section of all sorts. You've got your tartans, etc. and everything.
And then you have some braids.
We do. We've got some braids and
some really fancy fabrics.
Yes. And I'll let you have a look downstairs and then.
Oh, thanks. You're leaving me?
I'm leaving you.
Okay.
I think I've done enough.
She's a bit shy, so she's left me down to do downstairs. She didn't seem shy, did she? So we're just heading downstairs into the cellar, and it's mainly cottons in this area. So I'll just flip you around. This is all different colours and textures of cottons. There's absolutely loads. If you're making face masks, this is the place to come, really. There's so much fabric, so many different cottons, florals. I tend to use these for linings as well, so yeah. And then we'll just head through here. I think Manjit were best at giving descriptions. We've got some fleeces, nice blankets. Not really sure what this is called. It's AirTech fabric. If you want to make some teddy bears. Just all sorts, really. It's only a small shop, but she has got a massive selection. Some plain jerseys. Some textured, like, stable knits. Various colours. Quite a lot of solid colours. I end up with loads of pattern fabrics, and then nothing goes together. Some different colours. They're all Pontes. Yeah, so yep, that's our first stop in Dewsbury, Lucky Fashions. And just on this final selection here, there's some suiting fabrics. It's like if you want to make some smart trousers for work or jackets. And yep, so now next stop, the Creative Craft Centre. Nice, that's Lucky Fashions. So now we're just heading down to the Creative Craft Centre, just about probably 100 yards, just straight in front of us. Just sells wool, yarn. If you're a knitter, I call it wool, but it's yarn, isn't it? And so we're going in here, and then just across the road to the Pounder Yard shop. Just to give you an idea of how close these shops are, that's the craft centre. And then just across the road, on the corner there, that's the Pounder Yard shop. And then that blue, well, so the black bit there, that's just where the Lucky Fashions is. Right then, so we are just heading in to find Jenny. Hi Jenny.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
What are you
doing today?
I'm doing a little video for my YouTube channel, and I'd just like a little tour of your shop, please.
Oh, yes, we'll give you a tour of our shop. So, this end is all the wool. So that's all that wool there is all baby wool. Then you've got basic DK wool, and then you've got everything you could possibly need. Chunkies, fancy yarns.
You've had a little bit of a change round, haven't you?
We've had to, obviously, because of lockdown. We've taken out knit and natter.
Oh,
so I'm really
that's a shame, isn't
the
it?
ladies of Dewsbury, but
yeah,
we've had to.
If things change, it can come back, can't it?
Yeah, but for now we're a bit more spread out.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Okay.
Then we're actually mid change round as well. So this centre bit is our new baby, which is the trash to treasure section, which is all recycled. So people bring us all of their stuff from the clayed out, from the craft rooms.
Like a bit of a D-stash.
Yeah, if you want a D-stash, you bring us your stuff. We give you a money off voucher to say thank you, which you can spend here or you can spend at the Cloth Quarter.
Oh yes.
I don't know if you've been. Are you going
We're going there next.
Going there next. You can use it in there as well. And then people can come in and buy
Whatever they want.
whatever they want. We do
Fantastic.
like beads. We do pick and mix, beads, buttons, zips are a massive bargain. YKK zips, really long ones.
Fab.
£1.
Wow, I need one of them. I'm making an anorak.
Oh well, all going on.
Right.
Oh, also over there, forgot to say sewing patterns.
All right.
We
Yeah.
do all the sewing patterns.
Okay. Brilliant.
Right.
Oh, these are zips.
Yeah, massive. Where'd you get zips that size for £1?
Not for
Pound,
not
Ali,
for a pound. Only in Dewsbury.
Only in Dewsbury. Then we've got needle crafts, Christmas craft, Christmas crafts, needle felting. That's we're in the middle of moving now. You have to excuse us. Punch needle, you name it. Over there. Right there. Very clever, aren't they?
Ooh.
Ribbon. Felt by the roll. Beautiful buttons.
All nicely organised in colours.
That's a bit of a thing.
Is it a bit of OCD?
Yeah, me and buttons. Everybody laughs at me. Oh, masks are doing my head in. Yeah, every ribbon you could possibly want. Velvet, double satin, organza, rustic taffetas, fancy ones, rip-rap, glittery.
Everything.
You name it.
I like this rainbow.
So this bit is haberdashery, so trimmings and embroidery at this side, Tottenham threads, every colour, don't look at white, it's coming back in tomorrow. And then every kind of haberdashery, zip, random, shoulder pads, self-covering bottle, anything you want. If we haven't got it, you don't need it. And then this is our handmade craft boutique. So people can rent shells from us from £3 a week, and we have lots of loveliness. It's all handmade. None of this, you put your own label on it and say it's handmade nonsense. It has to be made by the person that rents the shelf.
Fab.
And we don't take any commission, so anything that you buy, you know that all the money is going to the person.
You just pay for itself. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, because they don't make that much money.
No,
anyway, so
no.
that's why we do it that way. We're in the middle of moving it round, as you can tell. But
It's a nice place to come for gifts, isn't it?
yeah,
And pretend you've made them yourself.
of course. So I'd like to think you have made them yourself.
Well, yeah, I do try and make a few gifts.
So yeah, cards, key rings, anything you could possibly want. Jewellery.
Do they decide on their own prices then?
Yeah.
They've got...
A lot of them ask for guidance, so they're all of a similar sort of level.
Yeah.
But everybody tries to do sort of something
a bit different.
Yeah, and do
I can't believe selection of stuff you've got.
Oh yeah. Everything. Jewellery, bags, blankets. And we've got about another 15 crafters boxes that we've got to put out.
Oh wow.
That we're doing this afternoon.
Bit of bling.
Yeah.
Oh,
bit of up thingy.
Upcycling. Lovely. Right, wow, that was quite an Aladdin's cave, wasn't it? I didn't know she'd got that new part with all handmade gifts in, so that's good for anybody who wants to rent a shelf off Jenny for £3 a week and make all your own money, so that's really good. Or if you need to pop down for an handmade gift, there's so much stuff. So now we are at the Pound Yard shop, which is called the Cloth Quarter now, but as you can see, I'll show you in a sec, it's still known as Pound Yard shop to me, but yeah, Cloth Quarter, here we come. Hi Val.
Hiya.
We're just in Cloth Quarter. You've changed your name, haven't you?
Yes, we rebranded in May 19, so we did the rebranding, and then we've now launched our website, which is a full e-commerce website that was started in October.
Lovely. Do you mind giving us a quick tour?
No. In this room we have all the cottons, which are mainly Rose and Hubble cottons, and we have craft cottons for quilting and the likes. We have whether it's floral, funky, spots, and plains.
There's not a lot you want, got, is there?
So there's everything that you can possibly.
I recognise that
want to.
black one there because I've got it in white version.
Yes, no, that we've got that in navy as well. That's been very popular. We get lots of people lots of returning customers, and the website has taken off quite nicely now. We've got 8 rooms altogether, and they all vary, and some are they're all overflowing with a variety of different fabrics. We try to put them into price brackets so that they're not necessarily all together with one colour, because that means that then people will go around and have a look at all sorts of things. So we've got the polycottons, we have the bi-stretch, which is ideal for dressmaking, and he's, you know, a good priced £2.75 a metre for.
I've made a trouser and a top in one of these fabrics.
Yeah,
that I've got
well,
here.
we had it. A lot of people use it for like corporate uniform.
Yeah.
We've got the Christmas stock, which is obviously polycottons, which is selling quite nicely at the minute. And then we've got viscose, and in this range here, this whole bracket here is £3.30 a metre, varying in size from 45 to 96 wide. And that can be anything from beautiful sort of, you know, poly satins to just a crisp cotton, and then you've got like you know, your sort of nets, Airtex. Then we have a small range at a £2.20 a metre, and then we go into we've got something like 62 designs of organza, all vintage, satins. And then we have been selling quite a lot of fabric, which is the sheeting fabric, all through the lockdown for the for scrubs.
I've got scrubs, yeah.
Which was quite good, which we managed to do. Our curtaining room. We have a range of wool upholsteries, and then curtaining, which ranges in this room from £8.80 a metre up to £11 and £16. We do have a lovely range of quality sample books, which we do sell because people use them for crafting.
Yeah. How much are they?
They are between £3 and £5
Oh,
for a whole
good,
book.
isn't it?
But you know, for pieces for crafting, and well, we've used them even for our own side.
Yeah.
And we have sewing machines, which we work with Wakefield Sewing Machine Centre, and he always offers us a good deal on his machines. Now into room, I think we're on 4. All the curtaining on this side is £5.50 a metre, and all of the curtaining is really good designer fabrics that obviously we've bought at very competitive prices. So they're, you know, you get a brilliant deal on your fabric. And for instance, you may have that one, you know, that might have been £15 a metre, £5 a metre. These are all our upholstery fabrics, which there's so many. They range from like a 12-metre roll up to 42 metres, and they are some of our well-known brands.
Yeah. Well, you can say what you want,
so
it's fine.
Marks and Spencers are next, some of them.
Yeah.
And obviously people will recognise those fabrics. But we've got
you've got some really modern colours, haven't you?
So obviously we've got an array of fabrics that obviously have to, you know, we've got a lot on the website, but obviously it is a continual process to put those on to the store.
We're going upstairs.
We're now going upstairs. £1 a yard room, £1.10 a metre, and you can find everything in here. You've got curtaining fabrics, which would originally have been, we brought them in at £5.50 a metre, and we've now moved them in what we call our clearance lines.
It's good for tiles and stuff, isn't it? You know,
yeah, I mean, and we have a lot of lining fabrics, cheesecloth, but they can be. And then we just have the offcuts that are.
Well, these are really nice, aren't they? For like summer clothes.
Yeah, some nice summer dresses. Those. And at £1.10 a metre, you can't go wrong.
No.
Especially with the curtains. We sell some of these in pieces, so end of rolls. So we'll then go into the 330 room. Is that all right to go in there?
Yeah.
this one is, everything in this room is £3.30 a metre, and these are end-of-line designer fabrics where you may only have 1 or 2 metres left on a roll, but then there are some others
blinds,
where you'll have 20 metres perhaps. We have the scuba in here, waterproof fabric, and then a whole range of curtaining fabrics, all sorts, sheeting, and then the likes of, you know, we do sample pieces, like these sort of things, that then we sell at between £3 and £5, depending on the quality of the fabric. And those originally might have been £100 a metre.
Yeah.
But they would make the nice cushion
I've
pieces.
got a little window in my cellar that's a bedroom.
Yeah.
I think what we're in there already is one of these.
Full.
No, it's like it's one of them samples that's up that the previous owners put up.
And then we don't actually carry a massive range of stretch fabrics, but we have those in now.
Yeah. These are all £2.99 a yard.
£2.99 a yard, £3.30 a metre. Then into our 7th room. This is full of oddment, upholstery and curtaining fabrics, where again you may find a big roll, so you'd be very lucky. You know, these sort of things, whereas the other ones you like find an oddment of a really nice fabric that you can do an ottoman with or something like that, but you'll find a lovely price on it at £5.50 a metre. And so there's a real array of colours, which I'm sure that you can find something usually.
Oh yeah,
like.
You definitely.
So, but once they're in here, this is the last of the fabric that you're going to find. And then finally, the 8th room. This is
oh, there's all sorts in this one.
Yeah, so you've got linens, your fur fabrics, polar fleeces, faux leather, sweatshirting fabric, designer panels, got cotton drill, and then you've got all your these are cotton canvases, and we've got, I think there's 52 colours in the cotton canvases.
That's what I made my favourite golf skirt out of these ones.
Did you?
Yeah, all different. These ones
and
here.
then we have bag material, your dupion satins, which yes, they are. A lot of times there will be oddments that we've had rolls, and again, when it's here, you know.
Yeah.
But then you've got some really quite fancy, whether you're making some party wear, and or window dressing, whatever. I mean, like I said, there's such an array of fabrics.
What's that one there? Is that like a
it's almost like a mink.
Yeah, that'd make a gorgeous coat, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's it. You'll have to have a go at that.
I will. Yeah, put it on my to-do list. That ain't big enough.
Yeah. So I think that's really. I couldn't say how many different fabrics.
God, you've got loads. I think, but just in these 3 shops together, you could do your whole house and your wardrobe.
Well, that's it.
Really?
It's as a quarter. Yeah. That's why when we rebranded as Cloth Quarter, that was precisely why we were looking at. Calling it Cloth Quarter.
Yeah. Because even though you were called Pound a Yard shop before, people knew you want a £1 a yard, but
you used to get a couple of comments that people said, "Well, not everything is a £1 a yard." But
it was called that years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we've come round circle and you know, tried to make you know, something for everyone. I mean, the shop's been going over I think it's 31 years. So it, you know, Roger still comes in and he's obviously not in as much as he used to be. But
no, it's brilliant. Well, thank you for showing me around.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're just coming up to, oh, it's closed, that's a shame. Oh, I hope it's not closed down altogether. Oh yeah, it's closed. Well, that's a really nice coffee shop. So I will keep this, the information underneath up to date, and I'll let you know when that opens in the comments below. So we're just going to go across the road to the market. It's just market day on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I think they have a second-hand market on a Friday. So there isn't a lot you can't buy in Dewsbury. I've even bought like Marks and Spencer bras for about £2.50 on Dewsbury Market. It's proper cheap. And it's just got a nice proper old market feel to it. There's quite a few shops that sell fabric and trims, so I'll see if I can find them. So we're heading to Fabworks. Keep getting a few funny looks. Just video myself and talking to myself, but I can get funny looks acting normally, so I suppose it doesn't really matter. I might get used to this eventually. So a bit disappointed that before I went to market that I couldn't show you that cafe, but I think it's just with all the situation with coronavirus. There is plenty of places to get maybe jacket spuds and coffees around market, but there's no sort of like tea rooms as such. It looks like Wetherspoons is still open. That's just across the road. So that's in between the first three shops we went to and also the market. So Wetherspoons, that's on the map actually where there'll be a link to. So there's Wetherspoons where you can have breakfast, lunch, tea, get a gin and tonic for next to nothing. And if you come on train, then that's a good spot to stop. So we're just walking to Fabworks. Take us a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes to cross a busy main road, and from there it's just a short walk back to the train station. If you do come by bus, it's probably a good 5 minutes, maybe not quite 10-minute walk from the bus station to where all the fabric shops and the market are. But it's not far, it's all flat. It's quite easily accessible really for people who are a bit infirm. The only shop that's probably not is the cloth quarter, because that's an old house with like 8 rooms like Val said. But Fabworks, Lucky Fashion's on one floor. Obviously you wouldn't be able to go downstairs to the basement, but Manjit wouldn't mind getting your fabric, and Fabworks, that's all on one floor easy. That's quite accessible. So all in all it's quite good really for anybody who's a bit unsteady on the feet or struggles with steps. So I'm just gonna pop this down while I cross the road, and I'll be back outside Fabworks in a minute. Alright, I'm just showing you Fabworks from Main Road because it is quite hard to spot because them big bushes. So you can see Fabworks down there. We just need to walk just round the corner. It's quite easy to get to. And like you can see, there's a car park. And if you look up there, that dual carriageway, just round the corner, just slightly out of sight, is the train station. So like I mentioned before, it is really close, but you might wonder where Fabworks is. So it is actually hidden behind these big bushes. And we just need to walk to the end of this wall, round to the left, and we'll be there. I've got my mask ready. So, hi Tara, are you going to show us round?
Hi, well, welcome to Fabworks. Come on in. So we've had a bit of a refurb. I don't know if you can hear me through
I
this.
don't know.
We've
I
had a
don't
bit
know
of
till I listen to them back
refurb.
if we can actually hear anything, but I think we will be able to.
Yeah. So we've kept the layout fairly similar to how we had it before. So it's all dressmaking through this side here. Notice the beautiful floor we've painted as well, and the markings. So as you come in, you've got all the cottons on the right hand side. We've got a lot of customers asking us for face mask materials, so that's all the way across this side here, from cotton twills and drills right through to shirting cottons and craft cottons. That's all the way up here. We've got dressmaking fabrics over this side here as well, so your more sort of chiffons, poly chiffons, silk chiffons, viscose and crepes. And we've got laces, trims of lace all across there, every single colour, 10 pence a metre, bargain. Along this side here, we've more dressmaking fabric, so again more patterned viscoses, so really suitable for summer dresses, pinafores, jumpsuits, etc. And then we've got 4 sections here of lining fabric, so every colour you could imagine, for jacket linings, dress, trousers, skirts again. Prices start from £2 a metre up to about 5 or 6. There's some really good quality ones in there. And then we're coming into the wool section. So wools, we do everything from suiting weight.
I've spied this one.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's a boucle. We've got quite a few boucles. So we do from suiting weight, so you can make a 3-piece suit or waistcoats, right up to really heavy meltons. So we have things such as these, which are amazing for duffel coats, in various colours, a lot of neutral tones in those. And then around the corner we've got more wools. So we do a brand called Avoca, which is an Irish label, and their wools are just beautiful, very colourful, suitable for most dressmaking, but also for throws on sofas, cushions, very versatile. And then we come up to this section here, which is our Heart of Huddersfield range. So Fabworks has this range woven ourselves, so we chose all of the colours, the yarns, the way that we wanted it woven. So they're bespoke to us, they're completely unique to Fabworks, and they're available online as well. So a massive collection there. We're working on another collection as well, so there'll be another drop in September coming soon, some beautiful colours as well, quite different to these.
That's why sewists never have any money, innit?
So exactly, and they'll be available online as well. So, and again, these are perfect for outerwear, but also people have been purchasing them for cushions as well, so for homeware. The next range that we're getting is slightly lighter weight, so they'll be a lot more versatile, so for trousers, dresses as well. So watch this space, definitely. Come along to here and we've got the silks and the chiffons. So we have some Liberty chiffons in this section here, which are lovely for if you want to do kaftans or, you know, sort of very posh beachwear, but nice beachwear. We've got a little example here of what you can do with the silks, just draping it on the stand, but that's the... So we also have Liberty cottons and Liberty fabrics. We've got some new ones in which are a wool and viscose blend as well. Again, proving very popular for dressmaking, but also fancy mask making. Beautiful quality. That's one of the new ones. These can be found online as well, but at £13 a metre, we're a very competitive price. We have every month in Fabworks we have a fabric of the month, and this month it's this crinkle crepey type. It's a viscose, poly and linen blend. I'll show you right over here. And it's on offer this month at £5 a metre, so it's beautifully drapey. It'd be lovely in a jumpsuit, that actually. So that's this month, that runs for a month. We stock some sewing patterns. We just said if we ever stocked patterns, we'd stock independent designers' patterns. So we stock so different ones. She's a local designer. You might recognise
you
the
somewhere.
people on there. It's like the ever-changing hairstyles of Tara from Fabworks. And this is actually Laura herself who designs them as well. So she does a really nice, quite easy to make collection, but very effective, very versatile, and she does a lot of sewing hacks on her site as well. This is another section of our wool suiting, so we've got some nice bright colours in here. So if you wanted something a little bit quirky for a suit instead of just your plain navy, you could go like a bit of a brighter
snazzy golf pants for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, there you go.
I look like I've come out of B&Q.
So that's the dressmaking section, pretty much. And we've got jerseys around this side, so if you're into like your comfort wear, we do a massive range of jerseys. This is all stretch fabric here. So we have single jerseys, which are great for t-shirts, sleepwear, kids wear, in all manner of prints. So we've got a bit of a children's section here. We're getting a lot of people making for babies at the moment. I think there's a boom
Baby
going
boom,
on.
yeah.
And then, hi Chloe.
That's a bit, don't say hello.
You are advisor. Anyway, so we've got single jerseys, and then we do something called a Ponte jersey, which is a slightly thicker, a bit more stable jersey. So if you're new to sewing jersey, it's always a good place to start. We do a little bit of a Voca jersey, which are quite highly patterned, beautiful. We've made quite a lot with these. They make really nice tops. And we do sweatshirting as well, which is always very popular. And we do the cuffing that matches the sweatshirting. So what you'd put on your cuffs and your hems to go with.
If you're making a rugby shirt like on
If you're making a rugby shirt.
Skip the placket.
And then we do a scuba jersey. So that's your polyester jersey, a bit like the old crimpoline. That's how we sort of describe it. A massive range of florals, really nice to sew, just whiz something up on an overlock.
I like the jersey crepes for my golf gear, nice and bright.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got them.
Yeah, spotted them.
Ones here.
It's been round already.
So the jersey crepes are slightly lighter weight than the polyester, the scuba ones, so a little bit more forgiving. And then we do organic jersey, which is exceptionally wide. Again, these are fantastic for sleepwear and for babies as well, because there's just nothing bad in them from being organic. And they're available online as well. And we've put our laces here. The laces originally were around the other side, but since we had the refurb, we couldn't fit them in. So we thought, right, we'll put them here.
All together.
So massive range of laces in all sorts.
Are these stretch and non-stretch?
Stretchy, yeah, stretchy lace. So these are great for overlaying. You could overlay these over the top of scuba.
I like them off the sleeves, aren't they? I like them in sleeves,
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So they make really good double layered dresses.
Yeah.
Well, that's been a long afternoon. I'm back to where I started, back home. Hope you've enjoyed our little tour of Dewsbury's fabric shops. It is a bit, well, I've not obviously edited it yet, but it will be when you see this. But I should imagine it's a bit rough and ready. It's not like when I were on the bee and I had a producer and a cameraman and a sound man. They were just me. Unfortunately, my couple of friends who were going to join me couldn't make it today, so it was just me. But I think it went okay, and I think you'll get a good idea of what you can find in Dewsbury. I'd just like to say thank you to the shops for welcoming me, and to Manjit, Jenny, Val and Tara for being tour guides of each of the shops, and to each of the shops for their generous little prizes for my giveaway, which will be on Instagram. So if you've watched this, you know, quite a while after the event, then I'm really sorry. But if you look out for other giveaways in other places I visit, I'm hoping that the shops will support them and give me something to share with my followers. Okay, take care, happy shopping and keep smiling. Bye.